Arizona Snowbowl, the place where thousands of skiers and snowboarders have flocked every winter to ride since 1938. Now they'll have even more opportunities to enjoy the mountain with the addition of snowmaking, but it didn't come about without a fair amount of controversy.
Snowbowl is situated in the San Francisco Peaks, a sacred place to 13 Native American tribes. To the Hopi is the place where the mythical Kachina people reside. To the Navajo is the sacred mountain of the West. They take issue with the fact that Snowbowl is using reclaimed water for their snowmaking, water that once contained sewage.
Native Americans feel that it is disrespectful to their religion to desecrate land they hold sacred with human wastewater. They believe it is just another situation where Arizona Snowbowl and the U.S. Forest Service are disregarding the sentimental value that the San Francisco Peaks hold to their tribes.
And they're going to take all the sewage from Flagstaff, everything, from every hospital, everything, and they're going to use that to spray 150 million gallons a day to make snow.
This was not the first time Native Americans have butted heads with Snowbowl. In 1979, they sued the U.S. Secretary of the Interior when a commercial ski area was established, and again in 1988 objecting to logging for a paved road to the resort.
In 2005, 4 years after Snowbowl had begun plans for snowmaking, the tribe sued again. From 2005 to 2009, litigations went on, eventually reaching the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, who upheld the decision that Snowbowl could continue with snowmaking and other improvements. The tribes even asked the U.S. Supreme Court to review the Ninth Circuit Court's ruling, but were denied.
It's been just completely frustrating, and when you're spending millions of dollars to try to make improvements to your business, and people continuing to fight it, when all we're trying to do is have a good time and have a continued season.
Environmentalists also became worried about the use of treated wastewater on the mountain. They claim that even though the water's A+ quality, it is said to contain harmful substances that could affect the well-being of not only plants and wildlife, but humans as well. Reclaimed water from the city can sometimes carry traces of pharmaceuticals and hormones, causing concern if snow were to be ingested.
We did do a lot of core samples, and the outside agencies did go ahead and analyze that, but I don't think there's going to be any issue whatsoever, because the quality water is actually cleaner than what falls out of the sky.
Currently, A+ reclaimed water is already being used in the city of Flagstaff to water golf courses, schoolyards, and public parks, and to recharge the city's aquifer to be pumped back out as drinking water.
The kids have been playing on the ball fields at the schools for years with grass that has been irrigated with reclaimed water, and they talk about some pharmaceuticals, but it's such a minute amount. Now we're talking 1/billionth of one part. So from what I've been told, it would be equating to dropping one aspirin in an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
During the summer of 2011, construction began on the 14-mile pipeline that would carry up to 180 million gallons of treated wastewater to a reservoir to be built above the Sunset Chairlift. Protesters attempted to stop the construction.
Well, they've been, of course, protesting the improvements for a long while, but this summer they have chained themselves to equipment. They have chained themselves across the road. They have chained themselves inside the trenches that we had to create to place the pipe in the ground. And of course, there's just a lot of verbal shouting, yelling, trying to make their point.
This is for all the beings, small and big, who can't speak. Beings are speaking for themselves, the trees, the animals, the plants, the insects. You're going to poison all of them. And if we continue to poison the earth, we poison ourselves. We belong to the earth. The earth does not belong to us. We belong to the earth. The earth does not belong to us.
Despite the protests and court battles of Native Americans and those opposed to snowmaking throughout the years, the U.S. Ninth Circuit Court ruling will be the final word.
It's public land, it's everybody's land, and it's up to the government to go ahead and make the decision upon that. To me, this mountain is sacred to me too. I love skiing and snowboarding. I spend a lot of time on this mountain, so I'm looking forward to new improvements.
I think the ability to create snow in Arizona is definitely a good thing. took it to court. The Supreme Court decided that it's okay to do it. It's safe.
Yeah, I'm excited about snowmaking because then I'll have at least an extra month to snowboard, and I would love that.
We should anticipate snowmaking to start in November of 2012.